What is going on, YouTube? It's the Brotator Chip here, and right now in Phasmophobia, the Cursed Hollow Easter event of 2026 is live, as many of you probably already know. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about what it is, what you can get from it, and essentially how you do the whole thing, because a lot of people are very confused about the point system, how it works. Then we'll play some rounds of it as well, so we'll do all of it in this video right here. The first thing I want you to do inside the lobby, you're going to notice there's a nice little very vibrant bunny right now that's inside of the lobby area. I guess it's called a jackalope because it does have antlers, so it is a jackalope technically. But over here on your event board, you have the event guide, which kind of tells you everything you need to know about the rewards and the event itself and how it works. And I'm not going to get too much into this one, but the other pamphlet you should definitely draw attention to is this one right here. And you're going to notice that the community goal for Phasmophobia is already done, and the only goals you probably have to work on at this point is your personalized goals to get the Cursed Hollow cosmetics and the trophy upgrade as well. Yes, you heard that correctly, cosmetics. If you didn't know, Phasmophobia, if you complete this event, is giving you 3 new item cosmetics for when the Phasmophobia character overhaul is released, so that way you can have some wearable objects. It includes a t-shirt, a necklace, and a headpiece. Pretty cool. Go check out the update notes if you haven't done so already. But essentially what we have here is you're going to get your event ID card and badge and your foil event ID card and badge, which basically is just a very fancy way to say animated. And you basically already have it since it's already done here with the community goal. So what do they look like here? I'm actually wearing it right now. This is the animated foil ID Pathfinder. So you see here, this is the badge, the little paw symbol. And then it has like a very camo feel to it as well with the green and the black. And you can see a little bit of a hologram effect on it because it's moving, it's animated. So this is one of the ID cards you're going to get. The other one is not too far away. I think I actually pass it. Hold up. There it is. So this is the animated version. And then this is the non-animated version. So both of them are Pathfinder. A little bit of a variation of the green coloring effect, but ultimately very much the same. This is one of the only ID cards they have with this kind of green camo effect. And I do actually really like it. I think it's a nice addition to your collection, so make sure you do it. If you're like me and you were having issues getting your ID card when you logged in, what I would recommend you to do is play one game. You could acquire a couple Easter points and then re-log in Phasmophobia, and it should show up here in your special badges listings automatically. That should be all you have to do. So that's the ID card that you're gonna get. For the trophy, it's the same trophy from last year, so if you didn't have an opportunity to get it last year, or you didn't fully upgrade it to the 4th upgradable option, then this is the trophy you're working toward. And again, if you go back over to your event board over here, that bottom pamphlet, you can check your progress with it. You can see right here, it says trophy upgrade 4 of 4. I'm at 51%. So in another 50% or so, I will have my final upgraded version of that trophy. And it does take a while to get those upgradable points. So this may take you the whole event to try to get to that point as well. So you have something to work towards for sure. But I already did enough points and enough games to get my personalized goals here for the cosmetics. That's already done. Now, there is a leaderboard here that shows you how many points people have. And I'm just going to do a very basic breakdown exactly of how the points work. So at a high level, and we'll explain this once I actually do a round because it's going to be easier to show you it all then. But you get 10 points from getting the ghost correct. You get 3 points for every optional objective. And there's 3 optional objectives in a game. So if you get all of them done, that's 9 points in total. Every hidden jackalope that is hidden with a dot projector. So you get a dot projector and you put it on the nest. You'll hear the jackalope inside the nest. When you find it, if you uncover it and you make it no longer hidden, whether it's good or it's bad, that'll give you 2 points each. So let's say hypothetically you have 3 hidden jackalopes that you find on a map. That is a total of 6 points to each. And so everybody is aware and understanding here, when you unearth and you uncover a jackalope, if it decides to hop away and it does not attack you, that is going to decrease the ghost speed by 10%. If it does attack you, it increases the ghost speed by 10%. So I always recommend to people, maybe don't find those until after you know what the ghost is already, because it's going to confuse you with different variables of speed to the ghost, and maybe even mess up the ghost's abilities as well. Other than that, if you have a multiplier, and I think here we're going to do some Nightmare just so I can show you what's going on. So we're going to do Nightmare. So this is a 4 times multiplier. So you're going to get 4 Easter event points just for getting that done on Nightmare mode as well if you're successful. If I was going to do my 10.32 times custom multiplier here, if I get it done successfully, that's 10 extra points because it's 1 point per multiplier. So that's a very basic breakdown of how all the points work here. And like I said, we'll explain that again later for everybody to be able to see in a debriefing screen once we're done with the round. First round, let's go into Edgefield. And if you don't know which one of the maps here have it enabled, you can see the little Easter Bunny nest symbol. So right now it's Edgefield, Willow, Maple, and Camp Woodwind. This rotates every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You're going to have a new rotation of maps. So every day you can log back in, it'll be a different rotation of maps. I know Tangle is one, Ridgeview is one, Grafton's one, Bleasdale's one, Point Hope. They always put Point Hope in there. It's always one. But let's do some Edgefield right now. One thing you need to know is that every single map for the Easter event that has the Easter event enabled, not only is it going to have the decorations inside the location, it's also going to be heavy rain. I don't exactly enjoy that, to be honest. I understand the whole thing of spring showers. They're trying to get that across. But at the same time, some of the rain, to try to hear a jackalope and like where it's hidden on a campsite map, especially Maple Lodge or Woodwind, is so incredibly difficult because the rain is so loud. So let me know down in the comment section if you agree on that, because I don't know if I'm being unrealistic or just overcritical of it, but that's how I truly feel. But without being any more descriptive than that, let's grab some stuff and get inside. Got that igniter that does not take up an inventory spot. I got my tier 2 built-in headgear as well for a flashlight. What we should probably do is get that breaker on first. Oh, I already hear it throwing something. Did you hear that? Yep. We got a thrown object right here, and that's a photo of the EMF readers. That's one unique photo. No Ouija board. Breaker in this map only spawns in 2 locations, inside the garage or in the basement, and it's in the garage right now. Turn that on. So right now, the average temperature in a regular room is around 9 degrees. The temperature in here is 6 degrees. That's significantly colder than over there. Not too significant, but significant enough. What is the temperature in this back room over here, the laundry room? This is 6-7 degrees as well. I thought going down to 5, actually. So this actually is probably the room instead of the kitchen. Now, it's very important to know that wherever the ghost has been, will give a residual cold reading. And the longer the ghost hasn't been there, the warmer it'll get. So you can see here, it probably was in here at one time, and that's why it was 7 degrees, and now it's more so over here, and that's why this temperature is going down quick. All right. So this is our ghost room. Let's go get some more stuff from the van. And we're going to try to get all of our evidences first before we do any jackalope finding, because I don't want to mess up the speed of the ghost, like I mentioned before. We'll do spirit box, we'll do video camera, and we'll do book. Book sometimes takes a while to be interacted with, so you want to get it down to the room as quickly as possible. You also want to see if you have orbs as quickly as possible, so you can try to plan if you have a possible mimic. I just heard a window knocking. Now, right now, I don't see any orbs inside this room. If there were orbs here and they were being covered up by that very bright light over there, then it would have an option for me to record the ghost orbs for a video, and I'm not seeing that option, so I don't think there's any orbs here. Book going down in the room. Where are you? How old are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you angry? Are you scared? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you young? Are you old? Where are you? Nothing on spirit box either. Very good. So in nightmare mode and insanity mode, any 2 evidence or 1 evidence gameplay, there is things you have to be aware of called forced evidences. And I'm going to tell you all the forced evidences you need to be aware of. So for a Diogen or a Moroi, the forced evidence would be spirit box. We didn't get spirit box near the ghost room, but we tried pretty decently for a while there. So no Diogen, no Moroi. I'm using tier 3 spirit box, so honestly, that's probably all you need to do for that level of spirit box. But if you're using tier 1, it has such a small radius to get a response from the ghost that I would recommend trying significantly longer than I just did, because the lower tier spirit box, the less likely you're going to get a response because of that narrowing radius factor. So Diogen and Moroi have guaranteed spirit box. Hantu requires guaranteed freezing. Obake requires guaranteed UV. Goryo requires guaranteed dots, and Mimic has to have fake ghost orbs inside the room, which we didn't have. That is all the mandatory evidences you need to know. The only other thing that you need to know other than that is that the ghost here is a female, which means it could be Banshee or Diane, because Banshee and Diane have to be female. That is another factor as well from the gender perspective. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And the reason that those ghosts have forced evidences, it always aligns with their actual ability. Obake can give you unique UV evidence. Goryo has to have Goryo dots. Hantu has the freezing factor, and when it's a colder temperature room, it's faster, it has breath coming out of its mouth, the whole thing if the breaker's off. Deogen has the Deogen growl in the spirit box, and if you get a spirit box response from Aurora, you will be cursed and lose sanity, even in light areas. So they all kind of have those things where their ability requires that evidence to be there. That is why it's forced evidence. Now let's go back inside. I'm going to bring an incense on me as well this time, so I have a defensive item in case I need it. And we're going to do dots, and we're going to do UV. Now, I heard it knocking on the window a couple times. I'll check the window to see if we have any UV on them. Oh, I hear a door touch. That's even better. And we do have UV on the door. Perfect. That's a photo. That's another unique photo opportunity. So now we have UV, and that's pretty much it so far. Check the freezing temperatures again in this room. 2.2. So it's gone down further, but it's not freezing yet. And it's 8 degrees in here, so it's definitely not here. Put some dots inside the room. I like to put them up on the ceiling if it's possible. That way it shines down and gets the most coverage possible, especially for that tier 3. Temperature now is 3.5, so it's staying pretty consistent. 2.3. It always has a little bit of a fluctuation there. I would say a tier 3 only has about maybe like a 1 to 2 temperature differential there. Whereas the tier 1 could have a fluctuation of nearly 4 to 5 degrees. So it could be a little bit misleading depending on what temperature you actually have. Okay. Wonder what our cursed object is. We can go check out. See if we can find it. Not Ouija board in that room. Mirror would be there. It's not. No tarot cards here. No music box here. Monkey paw would be on the changing table, and that's exactly what it is. So I got a photo, a guaranteed unique photo of that cursed object. Let's also take a peek to see if it's written in the book. I don't think I even checked for that. Oh, it threw the book. Okay. Where did the book go? I did leave it right here. Now it's not here at all. Oh, there it is. There it is. So if you're on 3 evidence gameplay, if it ever throws the book, you can just eliminate it and say, I'm not going to get writing this round. But if you're on 2 evidence gameplay, you can't actually do that because one of the evidences it may be hiding from you could be writing. And no ghost in the game has guaranteed writing, so you can't eliminate anything from that. So unfortunately, doesn't really help us. Check the temperatures again. 1.6, so it's going down further. This may go freezing at some point. It may just be very delayed. All right. So these are the ghosts that we do have an opportunity to get. We could always cause a cursed hunt and see if we could try to observe something about the ghost's abilities. How fast is it? How visible is it? How much is it throwing? Things of that nature, because Phantom is going to have Phantom blinking. Poltergeist is going to throw a lot of stuff. Oh, I just saw dots. I saw dots right here on the side of my journal. So we do have dots. Let's frickin' go. So I saw those dots in person. That's a big deal. Because Goryo dots can only be visible on the video camera, not when you're standing in front of it and just looking with your own eyes. So Goryo is out. This is either a Banshee, a Bombo, or a Phantom. So we're dealing with something pretty simple now to probably identify. So let me take these dots and let's go find some jackalopes at this point. And I'm going to have to capture a video of the ghost and repel the ghost to get those points as well. So we're going to look around and go around to these nests here and see if we can find a nest that's making some whispering sounds. Right here. Listen to that sound. And I know it's hard to hear the sound because the sound of the rain hitting the window is unbelievably loud. But you can hear kind of a very vague whispering sound. What you're going to do is you're going to put your dots on it, whatever tier of dots you have, shine that up. And it just attacked me. It's an event somewhere. So what that attack just did is it means that the ghost speed is going to be increased by 10%. And this does stack. So if I get another negative jackalope, it's going to increase by 20%. If I get a good jackalope after this one, though, then it's going to counteract each other. It's going to be plus 10, minus 10. It'll be back at normal baseline. You always have to kind of remember what you did and what you didn't get. We do have hiding here if we need it. No sounds there. Go down to the basement. I have found with these smaller maps, you usually get 3 jackalopes, and then on the medium-sized ones like Bleasdale, you get 4. That's just my personal experience. I don't know if it's going to be like that every time, but it's something to keep in mind. No sounds here. I do hear the door just locked upstairs, so it's hunting. Listen to the sounds, too. The clinking and clanking sounds a little bit accelerated, but that's because we have an additional 10% speed ghost. So we can't necessarily say we have a Obombo, a little bit of a faster Obombo, because I found that jackalope, but I messed up the speed. Oh, I think the hunt has ended. I think the hunt has ended. All right, very good. See if we can find any more. They're probably gonna all be upstairs, the other 2. I didn't get a chance to see if that had phantom blinking or not because I didn't get to see it long enough. We'll have to see it again to be sure. The whispering sounds in here. Is there anything in the bathroom? Okay. There's a hanging bunny there. Sorry, bunny. Nothing going on there. Nothing here either. Kind of coming down to the wire. Maybe it's one of the last 2 rooms. Oh, I hear one. There's one definitely in there. This is probably easier to do a tier 1 dots projector, guaranteed. But I like having the tier 3 because it's easier to actually see dots if you get it for the ghost. Okay, that was a good one. That one jumped away and it did not attack us. You'll notice it didn't make a growling sound either. So now the ghost should be normal speed again. So before I find the next one, I'm probably going to let the ghost hunt again to hear its actual unique and specific speed. Well, we're going to have to call Roto-Rooter. That's not going to flush. Wait, hold on, is it? It flushed! All right. It flushes, it sends. And here's the last jackalope spot. We'll leave it alone. Ghosty. Oh, the light switch is not movable, so it's actually hunting. If the light switch is not interactable, it's hunting. That's definitely a phantom. Was not visible for like nearly 2 seconds at a time every time it disappeared during the hunt. I only had to see it for a second, and just seeing it disappear for 2 seconds as a whole told me that's definitely a phantom. So we got phantom blinking, one of the hardest ghosts to see in the game during a hunt. Last jackalope, what do we got? It's good. That's going to decrease the ghost speed by 10%. So now we have, overall, we had a bad, and we had 2 goods. So the overall ghost speed is now decreased by 10% since they stopped. Let's go get another incense, and we got to get our video camera and get a video of this ghost for our last objective. If you want to go for perfect games on these, you definitely can for a little bit of additional money and XP. Plus, there is the additional double XP event happening right now until April 7th. For the full first week of the event, you're going to have double XP. So if you want to go for more, you can. But if you're just looking to get as many points as possible and get out, then I wouldn't recommend doing that. I just recommend getting your objectives done, finding your jackalopes, getting the ghost, and leaving. We're going to wait in here. This is the only looping spot in Edgefield right here. So we want to have it do is probably come in. Thank you. Never mind. All objectives are now completed. Thank you, Ghost, for the easy video. I appreciate you. All right, I guess I'm going to get out of here. To the next one. Sometimes you're going to get lucky with an event like that. You got to take it. You got to take those wins. Let's freaking go. Donna Doe. Donna Doe. Great Ghost. W. All right, how much money do we get from that? That was this nightmare, too. It was only a 4x multiplier. No bone found. $3,184. That's that double XP for you. So let's do a little bit of mathematical breakdown here as well. So we have 10 points from getting the ghost correct. We have 9 points from getting the optional objectives. That's 19 points in total. We found 3 jackalope. That's another 6. So 19 plus 6 is going to be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then you have 4 points from your multiplier, your 4 times. That's going to get you your 29. And that is how the breakdown of points works for this event. So we got 29 points in total. Let's go and do another one. We're going to go to my favorite map in Phasmophobia, Willow. Go to the Willow. Got my thermometer, my photo camera, and my EMF reader, my built-in head camera, which is going to be a flashlight, and my igniter that doesn't take up inventory spot. Now, what I like to do sometimes with these nightmare rounds is, because this is a fun fact for you, when you open this door, that's when the ghost spawns. The ghost isn't in there right now, just waiting for you. It only spawns when you open it. So, if you wanted to, you can go back to the van for another set of equipment and get it in the door, because the ghost room is not even cold yet. It's going to take at least 5 to 10 seconds, if not more, to be able to start lowering above that baseline temperature. So, let's just go grab one more thing of equipment so we are not losing sanity roaming around in there, and we're being productive. And I'll keep this out the door. That way when I find the ghost room, I can come back to the door, grab the stuff, and go. All right. Let's do some temperature scanning here. 9 degrees here. What is it in the living room? 8 degrees here. So 9 degrees is going to be baseline temperature. Want to get that breaker on too. Breaker is going to be in the basement this round, but I actually have 4 degrees here in this garage. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. I see my breath here too. So this is more than likely going to be the ghost room. But they still go get the breaker on. I was hoping it was going to be right there inside the garage, but sadly not the case for the breaker spawn. No summoning circle. Could be Floppy Frank, the Voodoo Doll, or the Monkey Paw. Breaker is on. And if you didn't know this, when you turn the breaker on, it turns on a furnace, which does make the average temperature warmer inside the location, but it's going to keep that ghost room pretty cold still. So you're going to have a bigger difference between non-ghost room and the ghost room as far as temperature difference when the furnace is on. Get our stuff in there. Do some spirit boxing, put the book down, etc. Any ghost orbs lurking around here? Not that I can see. Yeah, no ghost orb. So we're going to get rid of that mimic immediately. Book's going right here. Where are you?
That was taken away.
You were taken away! No! Come back! All right, we got spirit box for our first piece of evidence. I do hear a throw an object. We can get a quick EMF photo. Nice. Go find the cursed possession, because I'm curious what it's going to be. No monkey paw, probably going to be Voodoo Doll in here. Yep, there it is, Floppy Frank inside the cupboard. I don't hear any whisperings of any of these nests, so I'm just trying to keep an eye out. Oh, I thought I heard when it's raining. Just trying to keep an eye out of where I'm going to have to go later on to get them revealed. But I don't hear it. All right, so we go back to the van now, get some more stuff and more equipment. Save the picture of the cat. El Gato. Now we're going to bring in some salt. We're going to bring in dots. Maybe an incense to protect ourselves. Perfect. If you want to bring in salt, actually, we can bring in salt now, so that way if it steps through salt, we can see if it has UV. And also, Wraith is a possibility, so if it doesn't step in salt, that's a telling sign too, because Wraith cannot step in salt. So it's always good to be able to get those factors in sooner rather than later. Spread some salt out here. I'm going to put one here, here, and here. Got my UV set up ready to go in case it steps in any of them. Dots is going to go on the ceiling, shining down. Now, this is a bigger room than the last room, that's for sure, so we're going to have to deal with the fact that it's not going to cover the whole room. We want to bring our second dots projector, and that can help over here, but not necessarily essential. Check the temperatures again. 1.4 Celsius. Oh, the ghost is through the book. Take a video, it'll throw an object when it throws the book. Let's see, the ghost hasn't stepped in any salt yet. It's too early to say that means anything, but definitely something I'm keeping an eye on for sure. And that EMF reading is because of the book throw. Our objectives this round are to capture a photo of the ghost, repel the ghost, and get a crucifixion as well. I don't want to leave the room right now to go back to the van because I feel like if I do, it's going to step and salt the moment I leave it. I'm going to miss that opportunity to get UV. That's always what happens, right? The ghost always baits us. I'm going to do it. We're going to run. I guarantee that salt's going to be stepped in when I come back. I just feel it. We're going to get incense. We're going to get 2 crucifixes because I got to get a crucifix objective. So incense, 2 crucifixes. Go back inside. It's a very big nest. This is like some sort of nest you would see if like an Australian spider was infesting this house. The nests make me feel very uncomfortable. Oh, there's dots. So we do have dots. We saw it when we walked in. Wraith is definitely still on the board. And it hasn't walked through salt either. And if you'll notice, when it went through dots, it went this way over that salt pile. Should have stepped in it, but it didn't. So more than likely, we do have a Wraith. Crucifix down here, crucifix down there. Spread them out a little bit. Very good. So, since I kind of know what the ghost is already, and I think I have a pretty good idea, I'm going to take my dots projector. I'm going to go find those jackalopes. Okay. I didn't even see it. Was it here? Sounded like it was right here. Thing is laughing at me. What the heck? Let's see. There's one. Another event. There's the ghost. Broke the light bulb. And I'm going to be so honest, I didn't get a chance to hear if this attacked me or not. I didn't hear a growl. Is that the ghost that just nodded through? Did this Wraith just teleport right here and then go through the dots? It looked like it like walked up to, like it walked up to the ceiling at the dots. I've never seen that before. That's crazy. All right. I'm going to hope that that jackalope was a good one and we just decreased the ghost's speed by 10%. I'm going to believe that. Do I know if it's true? No. I hear another one, I think. You put this one on the ceiling, maybe? Shine it down. Oh, perfect. Oh, that was a bad one. Okay. So that was definitely increasing the ghost speed by 10%. We found 2. I don't think there was one in here. I came in here before. Maybe this is the basement? See what we got going on down here. I hear another one. And there we go. There's our third one. And this one attacked me as well. So no matter what, whether the first one was good or not, this ghost is going to be fast. All right, so I think we found all of our jackalopes. We still got to wait for the ghost to crucify itself, and I got to get a photo of it as well. I got to try to get a photo of it. You know how temperamental ghost photos could be. I might even put the dots down again to see if I can get a dots ghost photo. Hopefully the ghost is still in this room. Stop the rotation on the tier 3 by clicking it again. I don't know if we're going to get lucky enough to get dots as simply as we did the first time. Make sure the temperature is still cold in here, because if the temperature is warmed up, it's moved ghost rooms, but it's still cold. 1.7. Show yourself, ghost. But not like that. Wait. That was an event? Oh, you fooled me. The reason I knew it was an event is because when I backed up here, I saw the door wide open. I was like, wait a minute. Door can't be open if it's haunted. I don't want to say nothing, but it looks like somebody put concrete inside that. Or it's poopy water. I'm not sure what it is, but this car is filled with something. This might be the real haunt. Another light breaking event? I swear I don't see it. It must be like so translucent that it's like invisible. I guess in those situations, you can always just take a photo and hope for the best. We got a misform. Misform doesn't count as a ghost photo, unfortunately. It's a form of the ghost, not of the ghost itself. That is what the developer is saying. I think it's hogwash, to be honest, and I think it should count as a ghost photo, but, you know, that's just me. Ghost, can you show yourself? All right, the door locked. Hello? Ghost, are you stuck in the wall? Ghost, are you stuck in the wall? I don't see it. It's definitely not pursuing me, so it seems like it's stuck. And the hunt's over. Well, that was anticlimactic for sure. Get a video of door movement. Cool. Now, I've noticed that this has happened quite a lot to me. Is like here inside the Willow garage, there seems to be some sort of invisible like gap behind this wall and this shelf, and it like gets stuck there, and then it can't get out, and then it could go behind here and get stuck in this wall as well. Like there must be some sort of opening back there that like is not accessible to players, but the ghost AI can spawn inside of it. It's the only thing I can think of. Go save the crucifix. That's perfect. We needed that to happen. Get a photo of that if you want to. One objective is completed. Realistically, we could probably get these crucifixes out of here now because we want the ghost to hunt, or just we just want to be able to see it in a capacity of anything to be able to get a photo of it. Are the lights still on? Nope. Turned off the breaker. We're in the dark. I got a photo of the ghost. Was definitely able to see it that time, and it let me know it was going to event because it shut the door right in front of my face when it did it. Now it's opening the door and trying to go back to its room. The only thing we have to do at this point is do the repel. We have to repel the ghost for our last objective. Make sure we got Wraith locked in, because it's definitely a Wraith that hasn't walked through Salt all this time. And we can loop it around this little couch right here if it doesn't decide to spawn on top. I do like these little jars of fireflies, and I know there was a little bit of confusion. I was watching another content creator play Phasmophobia, and they were under the impression that this light was not going to allow them to get spirit box because there was technically light in the room. It's just cosmetic. It doesn't count as an actual light. So don't worry about that. It's not going to preserve your sanity either. We're looping around the couch. I'm going to repel it now. And that repel is going to count towards my last objective, and all we have to do is survive. Clanky, 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 clanky. Sounds like a bamboo forest. And we're done. That's all we needed. We got all the Easter egg points we could possibly get from this round. Very good. Headed back over to Van. And we're locking it up. GG to Holly Lavender. That was a pretty good ghost. Pretty good ghosting. We got a Wraith. Let's go. Should give us another 29 points. That's exactly what it was. 29 points exactly. 2 rounds. That round gave me 3,472 experience. I'm telling you, that double XP, it really, really does make a big difference. If you're looking to get some prestiges right now, or you just prestige, you want to level up again to get level 2 or tier level 3 gear again quickly, this is the time to do it before April 7th. All right. I think we'll do one more. We're going to do one more, and we're going to do Woodwind, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of these campsites and how they operate with the heavy rain, but this is what we have. But you know what you could do is if you have Monkey Paw, you could wish for another weather. So it's not the end of the world, I suppose. All right, let's grab ourselves thermometer, photo camera, EMF reader. Open the door, we'll come back for more. Charles Martinez. I had a ghost here the other day named Charles Manson. He almost got me too. He was really aggressive. Spirit box, book, video camera. You can always check here on this base camera they give you with the CCTV camera that's part of the map to see if you have a very obvious orb in the open. If you don't, that's totally fine. You can always check later on, but it's always a good spot to start. All right, let's go get the breaker on. Breaker on this map's only going to spawn in one location outside the bathroom right here. Start scanning for some tempies. Oh, Slenderman, what are you doing out there? It's raining now. Look at him out there with that egg head. It looks like Adam Sandler. I love it. No monkey paw, unfortunately. I was just thinking about getting rid of the rain, but it's not there. Nine, 8 degrees again. Oh, I see a 7. I see a 5. I think we're getting closer. I think this is probably it here in the food tent. Yeah, I think it's going to be food tent. Leave our stuff here. Food tent, I see breath. Those are good signs. Go do some spirit boxing quick. I hear an EMF reading. Where are you? How old are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you angry? Are you scared? Are you happy? Are you sad? Do you want me to leave? Do you know Slenderman? He's out there in the field. Are you nearby? What are you having? Are you having some baked beans? Where are you? Are you hungry? Don't eat potatoes, please. Oh, he's hungry. He turned on the burner. It turned on the burner. One more time with the temp check. 4.2. Go back to the van and check some more stuff. We're going to do a little quick check on the video camera here, too. Just for orbs one more time. Oh, there's something there. What did I just record? Ghost orbs, cool. Okay, I thought I saw a little orby flying around, but I wasn't sure because it's so bright in that corner. But there definitely is one hiding out there. So we got ghost orbs as one evidence is. Gonna bring in dots, gonna bring in UV, gonna bring in salt to check for UV and for wraith and things of that nature. Let's put this salt down. We'll do one out here, one in here, and then one back here. Where am I going to put this dots? Step it. There is no UV. No UV when it's stepped in the salt. Oh! There was a jackalope hiding here and it just attacked me. No! Sneak attack. I didn't even know it was there. We're going to get our dots set up. So we just increased the ghost speed by 10% by accident. Got some EMF readings here. Get a photo. No spirit box, no UV. No freezing yet. So no UV, no Obake. Is it a female ghost? It's Charles. So it can't be Banshee or Diane. A male ghost name cannot be Banshee or Diane. Could be waiting for book writing or could be waiting for delayed freezing on this one. You go get an incense so I have something to protect myself with. Incense. Igniter that doesn't take up an inventory spot. What else? We could bring over a crucifix in the firelight, maybe? Great thing about tier 3 firelight is even in heavy rain, it doesn't get extinguished. That's always a big benefit. Because Onryo is still in it to win it, and Onryo cannot hot within 4 meters of a lit flame. That's why I like to use the tier 2 crucifix instead of tier 3. Tier 2 crucifix matches a 4-meter radius perfectly. So if you put the lantern on top of the tier 2 crucifix, it's 4-meter protection on top of 4-meter protection. If it prioritizes the crucifix before the flame, then it's not an Onryo. Easy way to tell. All right. We're just kind of waiting at this point for something. I'm going to check for you for freezing again. 2.9, 2.0, 1.8, 1.4. It's going down. Now it's back up to 2.4. No writing yet. Goryo is not in, so it's not going to be dots that I can't see. It just threw the book. So it's not going to be book writing, at least not one of the two evidences we're going to get here, because it could still be hiding it, right? I feel like what I'm waiting for is either dots or it's freezing temps. I guess it could be EMF5 too. We shall see. even know what our cursed possession is. Let's see if I can find her real quick. Music box spawns over here. Nope. Bone's there. Get a photo of Bone. Spine. Tarot cards would spawn on the table here. It's not there either. Floppy Frank the Voodoo Doll will be over here. Over here, sorry. Right there. Paul would be here. Maybe it's Ouija. Because I didn't see the summoning circle, which is inside the food tent. That sounds like an EMF 5. It is. All right, EMF 5 is our second piece of evidence. Can't be dying because it's a male. Can't be Obaki. We don't have UV. It's a guaranteed Raiju based on frost of elimination. Let's go. Ouija board photo. We gotta go find more jackalopes as well. 3 unique photos. Witness the ghost event. Surprised it hasn't invented yet. Video of a fire extinguishing. If you had a sound recorder, you can get a sound recorder of EMF 5 for a free unique sound there for sure. So I got 2 unique photos now. One more photo would be the bone, and that's my one objective completed for 3 unique photos. Bone has been acquired. All right. We need to get average sanity below 25%. We're already on our way. And we got to witness the ghost event. Thing is, like, Ouija board's not going to force a ghost event like the music box could, or monkey paw could, or summoning circle. Like, it's unfortunate. That's what we have. Ghost, can you show yourself, please? Charles Martinez. Are you friends with Charles Manson, who attacked me here the other night? I guess what I could do, continue to look at the jackalopes. ADHD brain, keep getting sidetracked. That misform, we just had a misform event, so that classifies for that objective there. Thank you, Ghost. No whispering in that nest. What about red tent? I don't think I hear anything. I just hear rain. I think I hear something here. And we do. This is jackalope number 2. Whoa! Oh, we missed the photo! Oh, we got robbed. We got scammed. All right. One more jackalope, I'm assuming, somewhere. This is Woodwind. This is a very, very small map. Maybe it's only 2, I'll have to see. How much sanity do I have now? Not 25% yet. Wait. Oh, I thought I heard something. I still can't tell. All I hear is rain. If you're not sure, I guess you could just illuminate it and see if you're right. Nope. I feel like I hear it here. Nothing there. Nothing there. What about over here by the table? Nothing in there. Oh. Is there a nest behind the table too? There is not. I like what they do with these sticks under here, though. They made it look like one big, massive nest for a jackalope or a bunny or something out of the tables. They got some lights in there, too. I do really enjoy the decor. And you know what's great, too, is that the fireflies in the jars, for a map that's super dark like Grafton, it really illuminates the area so well that it makes it more playable for me during this event. See? Don't. What about around the campfire? Let's gather around the campfire and sing that campfire song. No? All right. Maybe there's only 2 on this map. Because we found the one here by mistake. Found another one over there. And I can't find another one out there. Nothing over here in the open. Just gonna start putting it on the Nest just preemptively in case it's actually there and I couldn't hear it because of the rain. Negative. Well, I think that's pretty much it. %25% sanity has been achieved. What's hunting? I want to see something. Yep. The electronics sped it up. Okay. There has been a couple cases people have said that the Raiju is not acting correctly. If you get a Jackalope that decreases or increases its speed, it won't show its ability, but it's definitely showing its ability right now near electronic. It was normal speed, now it's not, now it's fast. And the hunt is over. All right, so I think we're only going to take 2 Jackalopes on this one, because I don't think there is going to be a third one, or at least I don't hear it. So we'll take our W and get the heck out of here. Very good. Lock it in that Raiju. Let's get out of here. Thanks, Charles. We appreciate you, friend. Let's go. W's once again. 3 for 3. That's going to give us a total of $3,226. Nice. So I somehow have 29 points still, even though I only found 2 Jackalopes, which is making me believe that maybe I accidentally found a third one with my dots projector and I didn't realize it. So maybe there was 2 inside the food tent and I grabbed both of them. That's definitely a possibility, because the points are showing that I got 3 of them, just like we did all the other rounds. So hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Today is pretty much the Cursed Hollow event in a nutshell. This is going to be going, I believe, until April 21st. Let me double check for you. Yes, it is going to be April 21st for the last day of this event. And if you go over here to the news, these are the 3 cosmetics you're gaining from getting your personalized goal. Once the character overhaul releases soon, coming very soon, I guarantee you that. And that's going to allow you to customize your character and have certain cosmetics. These are 3 of those cosmetics. And every single seasonal update after this, whether it's Halloween or Christmas, Easter, etc., they're all going to give you unique cosmetics for those as well. You'll keep adding on to your collection. So here's the necklace, here's the headpiece you can wear, and this is the t-shirt in-game. So I think that's pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to character customization and the overall animations overhaul of the characters themselves. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below of this Easter event and just overall how you feel about Phasmophobia right now as a whole and where it's going. Until I see you next time, happy ghost hunting, happy Easter, and most importantly, stay crispy. We'll catch you later. Bye-bye.